right, another pretty okay day out there.
Yeah, if you're not in southeastern Connecticut where there's been an afternoon downpour, but for most of Connecticut it's been a cloudier day, but otherwise nice. Tomorrow's gonna be beautiful, brighter and milder, and then things go downhill. So our first alert for weekend rain, unfortunately, remains. We've got rain chances increasing on Friday, continuing into Saturday. So we could see some periods of spells of dry weather, but also periods of rain that could be briefly heavy, and this will certainly have an impact on outdoor plans. So from beginning to end, we could see half an inch to an inch of rain with some locally higher amounts. Here's First Alert Futurecast showing as a storm system approaches from the west, we'll see increasing cloudiness and some chances for some afternoon showers on Friday, but a secondary low develops to our south and then moves right across southern New England as we head throughout the day on Saturday. As it moves to the northeast, it's also going to be intensifying, so as it departs on Sunday on the back side of this, the wind is going to be picking up. We could get some gusts up to perhaps even over 30 miles an hour, and a wind direction out of the west and northwest also will send some cooler air in our direction. So looking at 60s on Saturday, 50s on Sunday, and Sunday looking like the drier of the 2 days, an isolated shower possible, lingering in nature as that low departs and lifts farther to our north and northeast. So for Saturday on the excessive rain outlook, that shade of green, that level 1 is to the north of Connecticut. So some good news, again, given that we could see that half inch to an inch of rain over a fairly big window of time. We're not really concerned with flooding. It's just that nuisance that it will have on outdoor plans on Saturday, why we've got our first alert. So temps right now, upper 50s and low 60s all across Connecticut. Winds are light out of the south, 3 to 8 miles an hour, if not calm. Our view from Hartford showing mostly cloudy conditions. Same from New Haven, where we're dry. Southeastern Connecticut, you can see we're dry right now, drying out a little bit, some wetness there on the pavement from New London. Showers, downpours that have been moving just to the east of New London, through Mystic into westerly Rhode Island, over North Stonington now, and moving away from Preston and Norwich. So this is the only rain ongoing in the state currently, and that's beginning to wind down. So high pressure briefly builds in for tomorrow, bringing brighter and warmer weather. First Alert Futurecast showing that as we head through the overnight hours, cloud cover is going to be eroding, so we should see a good amount of sunshine through the day tomorrow. It's tomorrow evening that cloud cover begins to yet again overspread the state. So highs tomorrow, mid to upper 60s. On our First Alert 7-day forecast, again, scattered showers, especially increasing through the afternoon and evening on Friday. Calling for those periods of rain on Saturday, our first alert, and then for Sunday, a mainly dry day. Again, maybe an isolated lingering shower. Temps will only reach the mid and upper 50s, and that wind again is going to be gusty. The wind's still breezy on Monday, and then for Tuesday and Wednesday, we should see a good amount of sunshine. As that wind subsides, Monday night, early Tuesday morning temperatures, especially inland, could dip into the upper 30s, and then we start to rebound closer to 60 by Tuesday afternoon under ample sunshine. High pressure dominates into Wednesday as well. Temperatures by the middle of next week going into the mid 60s. So this will make 16 out of the last 21 weekends where we've had rain on either weekend day here in Connecticut.
All right.